YouTubers, Rebecca Roy here for BigLoveWaves.com. Please come visit us and see if there's anything that you would like to partake of. I do readings, I give classes, and all the clairs. Well, clairvoyant, claircognizant, clairsentient, and clairaudient. And I also have some free meditations on there that you can listen to. And I do past life readings and tarot card readings. So there's a lot there for you to maybe there's something there that interests you. And please like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment because it tells YouTube to pass this information on. And I wanted to talk to you about healing energy. We are energy, and we all can heal our own body just by telling ourselves that when we're in meditation, we go in and we say we're healthy, and you can go into your individual molecules and your individual DNA strands and say, you say, I want my health to return to my original DNA, because maybe your mom smoked while she was pregnant with you or took drugs or something like that. And that's not in your original DNA. So if you take that part out of the equation, then you can revert back to not having certain diseases. Like my mom smoked like a chimney when she was pregnant with me. So I've never been able to run, even though I smoked later on in life and ended up getting emphysema. I didn't have the lung capacity of most kids to begin with. I had asthma, which went untreated, never was treated for it. And I couldn't run like other kids couldn't run. I remember in high school, my best friend was a track star and she wanted me to run track. And I tried to do the 500 meters and I thought I was going to die. I will never forget it. I literally thought I was going to die. So if I had known this way back in the 80s, then early 80s, because I graduated in 83. If I had known 82, good Lord. If I had known this way back then, I would have went in and said, hey, restore my body to its original DNA structure, to its original, molecules, so that I didn't have any problems with that. And I could run, because I always kind of envied my siblings who were athletes who could, run and do all these really cool things. I wasn't one of those kids. So I did try. So I have a group called Unity Consciousness Healers, and we heal people in mass. So we ask people for their picture and their name and their ailment. And then we, for right now, we are just doing it this way because we don't have the people in front of us. But once the people are in front of us, then we won't need any of that. We'll just send the healing out, and the healing has intelligence. The energy actually has intelligence, and it will know where to go, and it will know what to heal. But you can do these kinds of things yourself. And that's what this channeling was about. And I started thinking about it, and I know that I have healers in my YouTube that watch my YouTube. I know I do. And this was really, really fantastic information that Archangel Gabriel gave us through me. Excuse me. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to pass that on to you guys so that if there is anybody here that's sick, that wants a healing, first and foremost, you can send me your picture and your ailment, your name, to theuniversalgodisgreat@gmail.com. And I will submit you for the mass healing. There's 36 of us now, and it has become extremely, extremely powerful. And when we get enough subscribers to the YouTube that I've created, when we get enough people on there, we're going to start doing live healings. And then we won't need your name or anything. We'll just look at your face and see you there. But until that time, we need 100. You need to have 100 subscribers. So until that time, we can't do that. So what I'm going to do is just kind of pass the information here along on this YouTube channel. And the other thing that I was thinking of doing is, because I am a channel and they're always in my head. I mean, we could be talking and you could ask a question and one of the angels will answer that question. So if you know me at all, you know that that's what happens with me. And so a friend of mine is going to come on with me and we're going to do a live on this YouTube. And because I do have 100 subscribers, and she's going to read me the questions while I'm in the zone. And we'll have the angels or ascended masters, or maybe even a goddess or two pop in. We never know. I never know who's going to come, because I've had these gifts since I was a child, and I've worked with all of them, and some more than others. Archangel Raphael and Archangel Michael and Archangel Zadkiel are pretty much always in my head. They're always here with me, and it's a beautiful thing. It really is. And I will have Gabriel and Ariel. Ariel helps my cats, because she is the planet, the moon, the stars, and the animals, the plants. I mean, she's outrageously amazing. That's a painting I made in her honor, because that's a big love wave. And she helps me with my kitties when I let them outside. She keeps them safe. And she lets them know if they don't come home for a few hours. She lets me know if they're okay, and if they just wandered a little bit too far and they'll be home in, an hour or so. She'll let me know. And it's such a relief, because I've had cats hurt in the past, and now I have someone I can ask. Especially when I was a kid, that would have been great. To know I could have asked them where Dusty was. That was my kitty's name. But now I know how to do all this. So when you first start to come into your gifts, you don't know how you're making it happen. And the more that you play with it, the more that you know how to bring it on, the more that you know how to get the answers that you want to have, the more you know how to control it, especially with clairsentient, where if you have your feelers going out all over the place all the time, you're tired a lot, and you're feeling other people's feelings a lot, and you're carrying other people's feelings a lot. So some of the triggers that you have aren't even yours. So there's a whole cleansing process that you need to go through, and then you need to learn how to shut it down. How to shut it down when you go to a family reunion and you have, 7 drama queens that you're going to be around. Shut it down. You don't need that. There's just so much I can teach you in my classes, but I'm diverting. So let's get to the message from Archangel Gabriel. His white, blue colors and silver are magnificent, so beautiful, so much love and so much wisdom. When they come through me, this wave of love washes through me, and then I pass it on to you. And like if you come and get a reading from me, you are going to feel that love. And if Yeshua or one of the other ascended masters come in, you're probably going to cry, because they love us so much, more than you've ever imagined being loved. That's how much they love us. And the angels and the ascended masters, they all do. They all love you that much. And depending on who it is and what their vibration is, you'll need to build up your capacity to be able to handle that kind of vibration. Like with Yeshua, every time he would come, I would cry like blubber. And so I asked him, can you help me build my psychic vibration, my frequency, so that I can accept more of you and be able to have fun with you? And he did. He built me up, and then he played with me, and he's fun. He is a lot of fun, and he's funny too. He likes to crack a joke. All right. So Archangel Gabriel is the messenger angel, and he is blue like my sweater. He's a light blue, or maybe like my ring. He has silver wings, and he likes to show off a little bit. When you see the angels, you'll see them as circular spirals. moving around, and you'll see different colors. Like Archangel Raphael isn't just green, he's green, dark green, light green, medium green, and all these different colors of green. And they're moving and they're swirling, and you can feel the frequency. So he comes in and he's saying what they're all have been saying for the past 2 years, is he wants us to love ourselves completely and unconditionally without judgment. He says he loves each and every one of you completely, absolutely completely. If you do something nice, I love you. If you do something you consider wrong, because we don't consider anything wrong, I love you. If you do something amazing, I love you. If you do something hateful, I still love you. I put no rules or stipulations on my love for you, and neither should you. You have been trained from a young age to criticize yourself and others, to put a microscope on everything you do. But that is not what you're here to do. You are here to love yourself completely and unconditionally without judgment. You are here to remember your divinity. In your quest to discover you will actually find out you're perfect. All these things that you call your imperfections are actually perfectly imperfect. Therefore, you should love your imperfections. Your higher self put those imperfections there for you to discover the nuggets of wisdom. Within each perfection is a lesson of truth. You earned to learn this. Knowledge is learned. Wisdom is gained by experience. By giving you these lessons, you are gaining experience. You are gaining wisdom. Whatever your imperfections that you perceive that you have, they are what made you what you are. They are the mold that formed you. They are what happened when you were forged in the fire. By giving you these experiences, whatever they are perfect for this incarnation. This is what your soul wanted to experience. These trials and tribulations that you have gone through, your soul wanted to experience. When you see the truth of a higher perspective, you will see that you're exactly where you are meant to be at the exact moment that you are meant to be there. Everything is divinely guided. Everything is, as you humans like to call it, right. There is no wrong, they love to do that, within you. If someone is triggering you, the trigger is something that your higher self wants you to look at. Maybe they've been giving you hints, signs and synchronicities, suggestions, but you just missed it. Now your higher self has discussed this with someone else's higher self that also need the same lesson. How can we trigger them into seeing the truth? When you are triggered, look at the situation. Everything is a mirror. Everything is for your highest good. If you apply this thought to the situation, knowing nothing is wrong with you, then you realize this message is for you that are here. Once you receive the message and incorporate the message and utilize the message with your highest good, then you will be able to be neutral. Let me have a sip of my tea, excuse me. Oh, pinky's up. My mom. You will move on, and that trigger will no longer trigger you. You will no longer be affected, because this is how it works. We are energy. We are energy in a human vessel, and it needs to move. Energy needs to flow. If the energy gets stuck, then there has to be a vehicle to move it. Sometimes you are stubborn and you do not want to move the energy, even though your higher self has repeatedly given you the opportunities to move the energy. This is when circumstances will arrive that will force you to move the energy. Once you are moving and flowing in unity with unity consciousness, you will feel bliss. You will feel completely loved. You will feel completely at peace. You will feel completely unified. This does not mean that you are not still your unique individual self, but you will remember that you can tap into the unified field anytime you wish. In the unified field, you will receive all kinds of information. Some of this information will be for you, and some of it will not be. You can use your own discernment to know the difference. When the information is in alignment for you, we would like you to pass that information on. This way, others that have not found their way into unity consciousness can benefit from the information and help them along on their awakening journey. You are a way shower. And as a way shower, you are extremely powerful. As in a group of healers, you are also powerful. If you are a healer, you have power in your hands. And you feel that power in your hands. Your hands will heat up. When someone says they have an ache or a pain and your hands heat up, you're a healer. You may not know your full abilities yet. And to be honest, some of you think you do, but you do not. You are just scratching the surface of your capabilities. As you pass on the information, it will be divinely guided to the person that it is meant for. You never know who, what, where, or when. Just know that you are a vehicle for us to get the information to the correct soul. You are the vehicle to send the name to the group for a mass healing. If you want a mass healing, send me an email. As I said, the details are in the description. I'm going to take another sip. Okay. You are exactly where you are meant to be. Exactly when you are meant to be there. As you unify and put the puzzle pieces together in such a perfect way that your human mind cannot conceive, we want you to fractalize the energy so that each strand goes to the individual as you are sending it out in mass. You will heal everyone at once. Right now, we were sending it to 45 people. So when they say fractalize the energy, I put the flower of life right over my heart. And I have the pictures of the people in front of me. And when I send it, I connect to heaven and earth and I rev the energy up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And I always sent it into my hands. As my hands heat up and my feet heat up from the connection to Mother Gaia, because she gives us love too. So we receive love from Mother Gaia, from the crystals. I connect to the trees with my roots. And I have been connecting to, when I helped my friend Karen send some healing to Mother Gaia for the fires in Australia, I actually connected to 2 billion trees. I just kept making roots, going out and connecting to trees, and connecting to trees, and connecting to trees, and connecting to trees. And I was giving them my carbon dioxide. They were giving me their oxygen. And I literally felt like I was a fireball. I felt like I was on fire. I really did. And it was amazing, because I actually wasn't. And it was amazing, amazing, amazing experience that I had while I was with her in her group. And you can look her up. She's on Patreon. I'll put the details in the description. She's incredible. But anyways, I've been connecting my roots to the trees. I don't even know how long I've been doing that. It's years. And then my friend Cindy from Lady of the Forest 444 on YouTube. She also has a Patreon and a YouTube membership. And I belong to her. And she gave me a reading and told me that I was using the extra oxygen to help me with my healing. So I know that this is true. So I bring that extra oxygen up and I'm revving that and I'm connecting to heaven and I'm bringing that energy down into my heart. And it's all centralized on your heart. And then I would take it and put it down into my hands. Well, a friend of a friend, part of the group said that she got information from the Lyrans, and they said we should use a sacred geometry to fractalize it out of our heart. So I put the flower of life on my heart before this session, because she got the information before this session. I put the flower of life on my heart. And when we did those 45 people, I felt like I was blown backwards. I did not expect it to come out of my heart. I expected it to come out of my hands, because it's always come out of my hands. Even when I was a kid, it was my hands. It came out of my hands, but it just went whoosh out of my heart. And I felt like woo, blown backwards. It was amazing. So give that a try. Give it a try and see how much more power your healing powers have, because it's just like shocking. Okay. So you will heal everyone at once. Right now, you're sending it to 45 people. The numbers will grow and grow as you build the capacity to hold the healing energy. And the reason I'm repeating this is because that was only 45 people. Can you imagine, they're going to build this up. So probably, we'll have 100 and then 200 and blah, 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 right? But they're going to build us up. And what I find that is amazing is that they put that much energy into me for 45 people. What's it going to be like when it's a few thousand people? What's that going to be like? Because I know what my mission is. I've seen my mission. I know what my mission is. So what is it going to be like when I'm standing on stage with these people, this healing group that I've created, and we're sending a mass healing across the people? What's that going to be like? Because if 45 people's energy can shoot me backwards, what is a few, 1,000 or 100,000 people? What kind of energy is that? I'm so excited for this. I really am. But if you're a healer, you'll totally identify with what I'm saying. And if you're not, well, this is just interesting information for you. And it also can help you heal yourself. Because remember, you have everything you need to heal yourself. Everything. So love yourself unconditionally without judgment. This is not ego. Let me reiterate, this is not ego. This is your true divinity, which is perfect in every way. So this message is, if this message is for you, practice loving yourself. All of you and your so-called imperfections, until you no longer see them as imperfections. Build your energy vessel capacity to hold more and more energy. Do this by going out in public and sending out healing energy, fractalizing it out of your sacred geometry and sending it into a building. I sent it into a hospital when I went with my son to his appointment, and I just sat in the car because I had a bunch of emails I needed to answer. And while I was answering the emails, Archangel Raphael came in and said, I want you to go into meditation, rev yourself up, and send healing into the hospital. I was like, the hospital? Really? The hospital? Are you kidding? It's like, no, not kidding. Do it. So I did. It was pretty cool. But I know now what he was doing because I got this after that. And send it into the hospital, send it into the park, wherever you go, practice building up your capacity for higher vibrations and higher frequencies. And as we go together in unity, you will become more and more powerful because you can hold within your vessel more and more higher frequencies. The higher the frequency, the more powerful the energy, the more healing power it has. The energy will go out to heal what it is meant to heal. Someone may only receive their chakras realigned. Some may receive pain relief. The stronger your frequency, the longer the pain relief will last. If they were out of balance, this will adjust them on their journey and correct them and put them on the right path. Never underestimate the power of healing energy. You will have experiences, and they're talking to the group that I'm in. You will have experiences in this group like no other, and if you are not enjoying this or feel out of alignment, this is not your mission. Your mission will be just as beautiful, and you will know that it's your mission. Use your discernment. Listen to your inner voice. This is no judgment. Do what your heart speaks to you. This is where your power lies. It is all good. It is all love. We are all here. There are many of us here cheering you on to help you with this project and propel you forward. Someone will come and help you. Someone will go, and it will all be good. When we let Rebecca know you are the perfect puzzle, we will have you close the enrollment. So we're still looking for people. So if this interests you, please send me an email to the Universal God is Great. The people that are here will feel they are meant to be here, and it is part of their mission, their soul mission. That's when things are going to rev up and miracles are going to happen. It's when we are the perfect puzzle piece that we are supposed to be. And if this message resonates with you, and you are a healer, and you know you're a healer, and you would like to join us, as I said, I'll leave the information in the description so that you can let us know. Or if you want a healing, then I'll leave the information in the description so that you can send us a picture and your details, and we can give you a healing. We're going to meet on this Monday. I'm not sure what day that actually is, but I'll put the details in the description. And if you know somebody that desperately needs a healing, send their stuff, but you need their permission, because this is love energy, but it's healing energy, and healing energy needs permission. You need permission. So don't say, well, I want this person to be on an enlightenment journey, so I'm going to send you their picture and you need to help them. That's their decision, not yours. So use your discernment and understand that this kind of energy has to be given from the person to receive this energy. And if they haven't given their permission, they cannot receive it. And if it's in their soul contract to experience this, then they will not be healed. Like my son lost his leg, and I am very good at healing bones. Very, very good at healing bones. I've been doing bones since I was a kid. That's one of the things I know I can do. And I couldn't heal him, 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 and I didn't understand, and I was getting frantic. I was just getting absolutely frantic that I couldn't help my precious son. It still tears me up. And he lost his leg. It had to be amputated. There was no saving it. But it's in his soul contract. It's in his soul contract. So there's nothing I could do. Nothing. And it broke my heart. And I actually stopped healing people and stopped using my abilities because I just couldn't deal with what happened. And my own health went backwards. My own health just reverted right backwards because I wasn't doing all the things that I needed to do in order for me to be healthy and not be having the symptoms of emphysema. So I reverted, and then I had to help myself get back on my feet. And it wasn't until I met Cindy, Lady of the Forest 444, that I understood, because I asked her in a reading, and she channeled for me and gave me the answers. And then I could come to terms with it. Then I could understand it. And then I could, allow myself to go back to healing. And I started working on healing myself again. But it wasn't until that point that I did that. So it's very, very important. It's very important to love yourself completely and unconditionally without judgment, and everyone in your family the same way, and everyone you're around. And some people are very difficult to love this way, but you have to do it. You have to do it. And sometimes you'll get triggered and something will come out of you didn't want to come out of you, but it needs to be released. It needs to be released. And then sometimes you might feel like something's happened, but you don't really know what to do with your energy. Do some exercising. Let that energy out. Let it out of you. because maybe it isn't even yours. Maybe you're an empath and you've acquired this energy. It's not yours. That's why you don't know what to do with it. Just do some exercises, give it to Mother Gaia or Saint Germain to alchemize it, and just have it released and transformed into love. And then it's gone. And then you're like, okay, that wasn't meant for me. I don't need to process that. Because if it's gone, you don't need to process it. And the other thing is start to picture yourself and your family in the fifth dimension. Because remember, we're creating the fifth dimension right now. We're creating it. And I did something really cool today that I talked about on my other YouTube channel, Rebecca Tiernan Roy, because I couldn't make two YouTube channels with my same name. So I used my maiden name. So check that out and see, and I'll leave a link in the description so you can check it out. But it's fabulous if you start picturing your life, situations, drama that comes to you, your family, your friends, your coworkers, your kids, your parents, whoever in the fifth dimension. Well, if I'm in the fifth dimension, what would they be like in the fifth dimension? What would my life be like in the fifth dimension? And let's start creating this fifth dimension so that we can be there always. Because I choose joy. I don't know about you, but I choose joy. I want joy. I want joy in my life. I'm done with struggling and all that. I want the joy. Okay, you have a beautiful day. I'm going to send all of you a big love wave from the angels through me to you. And I hope you can feel it because they love you so much. You have a beautiful day. Bye-bye for now.